Good afternoon, welcome to Live Flight Action. We're down at East Midlands Airport for the next couple of hours, waiting on the departure of the C17, which is just over on the DHL ramp in the background there. There should be a fair bit of afternoon traffic here at East Midlands that we're hoping to catch as well. We just missed a DHL 767 whilst we're waiting for the streaming software to connect. But hopefully we should have a mix of aircraft this afternoon. Taxiing down on to runway 27 there. It's not pinging up on radar yet. It's likely to be an RVL. Looks like a Cessna Grand Caravan. With the Chewy just intercepting it there on the taxiway. Chewy 737 MAX off to Mahon, a 5-year-old aircraft delivered in 2019. And we've hopefully picked a better spot today, just off the runway, behind the traffic. We should get a fair bit less road noise, a bit of a better view as well. Although we have cut a bit of the passenger terminal off in this position. It's more focused on DHL and cargo traffic. But nevertheless, we've got a full view of the runway, which is better than the other position from the last stream. Hopefully we should get some good shots. So do stay with us on the stream. We are waiting for that C17 to start up. That's due out around 4:30. So another couple of hours from there. Hopefully we should get to see a fair bit of traffic this afternoon at East Midlands. The wind's still strong here as well, although there's no issue in departing traffic. And minimal delays as well at East Midlands. So next stop is the Chewy to Mahon, followed by a Jet 2 737-800 off to Antalya. Age of that airframe is 21 years, delivered in June 2003, or first flight in June 2003. It's operating on its third flight today. Its first was to Alicante this morning, and obviously we returned from Alicante to East Midlands, and now off on its third flight to Antalya. The Chewy aircraft just ahead is on its third flight today also. Took off from East Midlands this morning to Ibiza, and then a return leg from Ibiza to East Midlands. And now it's off to Mahon. We should get the Chewy departing first. And also pinging up on the radar at the minute, it is the Ryanair 737-800 pinging with its training code RYR100T. It's just taxied from the main passenger apron there off to the cargo apron, so we may see that one doing a few circuits as well this afternoon. If you are new to the channel and joining us for the first time this afternoon, welcome to Live Flight Action. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. And hopefully we've got some good traffic for you today. So first out it will be the Chewy. close up early there. So well, Jet 2 fails. Chewy just waiting for the work turbulence. Sorry, Jet 2 waiting for the work turbulence of the Chewy though. Yeah, let's take off roll now. Slight wobble on the wings for the Jet 2 there. And it looks like the Ryanair training 737 is also waiting to line up on runway 27. Next to know, it's the Jet 2 service from Malaga, operated by Air Explore. That's operated by a 737-800. First flight 2004, making the airframe 20 years old. Just a couple of miles out from touching down on runway 27 there at East Midlands. Try and keep that one in focus as best we can. Camera's not liking it much. Zoom back into it. There we go. Just touching down there. Ryanair training aircraft just in the background there, waiting to intercept runway 27. And hello, Nicholas Taylor from Leamington Spa. Nice to see you again. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon at East Midlands. Just on a takeoff, takeoff roll there. Here's the Cessna. It's not pinging up on radar, so I'm not too sure where that one's off to. Slightly by the window. Okay, so lining up on runway 278 is the Ryanair training aircraft. It's going to lock the tripod up. Change the angle of this arm. Should be a bit better for us now. Back on focus there. So basically this one doing a few circuits for the next hour or so. It may turn off relatively early. But we'll see which direction it goes. It may just be a repositioned service back off to another destination. But usually with this, with the code it has, we're usually doing circuits here at East Midlands, and today with the wind being out as well, it's a good opportunity to get out. Fine off runway heading there. We'll try and keep that one alive on the radar. Just push slightly off course by that wind. And the Caravan that took off just before the Ryanair, it's an American registered aircraft. First flight 2005, making it 19 years old. Off to Wick. Okay, so the ATR in front, just taxied in there to runway 27. Not too sure what that is, but looking by the markings on the tail from this angle, maybe an Eastern ATR. Looks like it's got green dots on the tail. But maybe it may not be, but I think we've got an image of it before taking off here at East Midlands. But we'll see when it departs overhead. Just see if anything's on the scheduled service. Blue Islands is the closest with a scheduled departure time of 14:40, so it may be that it may have departed just a little early. The next ATR to take off isn't until just after 3. It's an Eastern Airways service to Southampton. Hopefully we should see in a minute once it turns and holds on 27. And the Ryanair training aircraft just turning onto base now, flying overhead Shepshed, which is about 5 miles from East Midlands, just flying overhead Loughborough. So that should be turning onto its downwind leg in the next couple of minutes. And that ATR there isn't actually departing just yet. Looks like it's been taxied into place. It looks like it may be Blue Island service. To Jersey, which makes sense with the scheduled departure time. But then again, maybe. So yeah, just pinging up on radar now. It is actually the Eastern Airways service to Southampton. So not the Blue Island service we thought it was. It's actually the Eastern Airways service. Out at 3:10. So the next 40 minutes, that one should be departing down to Southampton. Next in though, it should be the Ryanair training aircraft. You may be able to see that one just turning into its base leg. If we can pick it up, it's just overhead the tower. There you go. Only with its gear down. And just banking to the left. Editing it's turning to finals for 127. So hopefully this one will be a touch and go from the Ryanair. However, with all these training flights, it may be a full stop landing. Nevertheless, we'll catch it on today's screen. Hopefully it is just well, not just hopefully it is a touch and go, and we'll get that one departing straight out again. With it being empty as well, there's not a lot of weight to it in relative comparison to a full passenger service, so it is being bounced around quite a lot by the wind, which is still quite strong at East Midlands this afternoon. Not as strong as it was this morning, but still enough to give the aircraft a bounce from side to side. Just about 30 seconds now from touching down. No spoilers deployed, so it may be just a straight out touch and go. Straight out again. departing towards the north this time. Just banking right over the top of East Midlands there. There's nothing pinging up just on the radar yet. So we'll try and keep on the Ryanair and see if we can watch that one when it's base leg back onto 27. So the base legs here at East Midlands, relatively short. Challenge on the much smaller aircraft, such as the 152, Cessna 152, which usually do the circuit training here at East Midlands. But the Ryanairs are usually up and down within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on traffic. It's a relatively short exercise. See the gear already coming down on the line. Zoom in a bit more, just while it disappears a bit further into the distance. And turning right now, just off the downwind leg, onto right base. Now it's quite a regular occurrence at East Midlands for Ryanair and these training flights. They happen most weeks. And just banking right onto finals now for runway 27. So they're around 3 miles out now from the runway. Not quite as far as Nottingham. They're probably between here and the power station. So I'll see if this one's out for another touch and go. Maybe so given the weather today. Distance. Spoilers deployed again, so looks like it's spokes up. turning left onto the downwind leg there. Just about to sneak in ahead of that Ryanair training aircraft. Just a Cessna 152 from the local training school here at East Midlands. This one should be up and out almost immediately. Although, given the headwind, it may take a little longer for it to clear the runway here. Usual takeoff speed is around 60 knots for the 152s. So the Ryanair just extending its downwind leg there, over towards the top of Loughborough. While this 152 just waits on the runway. There's another training aircraft as well behind the 152. But the Ryanair looks like it's turning onto our left base here. So it's like we'll see the 152 departing now first, and the Ryanair training aircraft landing just shortly afterwards. Catch the 152 though, just for a bit of general aviation traffic here at East Midlands. We don't seem to catch much of this during the morning streams, but relatively early there. Very rocky with the wind. See how soon this deviates from the runway heading. Pushed off course quite a bit already. Just try and keep that in focus there. Return in about 60 minutes, just a bit less. The Ryanair training aircraft now on finals for 2-7. Again, slightly buffeted by that wind. Hopefully the sound levels more acceptable from this new location here at East Midlands. The road traffic's facing behind us now. slightly early there. Passing slightly early from the runway heading. Again on the Clacton circuit. Okay, next up, bringing up on the radar to depart. It's the Jet 2 service to Heraklion. Operated by a 24-year-old airframe. First flight back in May 2000. So that one is just pinging up on stand. Scheduled departure time is 14:45. However, it does look like it's slightly delayed by a few minutes. But nevertheless, that one should be departing imminently. And just sneaking in ahead of the Ryanair training aircraft, intercepting onto final quite late due to that approaching 737. There's another Cessna 152 from the training school. Just trying to keep the camera in focus. Can't see it quite just yet. Black dot. And hard to now focus on with the distance on the camera. And coming down relatively fast. Very bumpy landing there. The only downside with the training aircraft at East Midlands, the airfield is quite open. And when it's windy like this, you do get buffeted quite a lot. It doesn't help with the 737 behind you as well, trying to get in relatively fast and clear the runway so that one can land. Get now back off to stand outside the training school. And Ryanair Salisbury's back on finals now. Slightly extended final, given its routing over overhead Loughborough, slightly further than the last two to go. clouds again. Departing north towards Derby now on a right hand downwind leg. I'm just waiting on the Jet 2 service now to Heraklion to emerge onto the taxiway. It has just pushed off stand, so you should see that one emerge in the next couple of minutes. Service to Heraklion there, just onto the taxiway, heading down to runway 27. Now the Ryanair just disappeared off into the distance on a downwind leg. So we'll see which one either lands or departs first. So the Jet 2 service may just be holding short runway 27 whilst that Ryanair training aircraft completes its first leg turn onto runway 27. It's not too far off now. We can manage to get it in free. There we go. Just above the Amazon buildings there. In East Midlands. And following that training aircraft should be the arrival of the Ryanair service in from Knock. So we see our air traffic control sort the departures on the Jet 2. Arrival of that service from Knock. Hopefully we'll see the Jet 2 service out first, but that Ryanair service is just south of Nottingham. So no visuals on that one yet. Focus on the camera just disappearing a little. So it looks like the Jet 2 aircraft is intercepting runway 27 now. So we'll see the Jet 2 aircraft depart first, followed by the arrival of the Ryanair service in from Knock. Ryanair service just south of Nottingham, north of Loughborough, so it's about 10 miles out now. First out is the Jet 2 service to Clacton. It's quite warm as well here, even though it is windy. So there's quite a bit of heat haze, given the distance between us and the end of the runway. Jet 2 service there to Clacton, departing to the south. And the Ryanair training aircraft is departing a bit further as well this time, just over the top of Coburn now, heading towards Leicester. Next in to land though, it's the Ryanair service in from Knock, but whilst we're waiting for that, the C17 has been turned on its stand. And it looks like that one is getting ready for its departure. So hopefully we'll see that one depart on time. The Ryanair service from Knock just passing through 1,000 feet now, followed by the Ryanair service in from Gran Canaria, operated by a 737 MAX, delivered to Ryanair in November 2002. So just focus on the runway of that landing service in from Knock. 17-year-old airframe, this one delivered in 2006. So that's an older airframe for Ryanair. It has been retrofitted with the winglets. Distance there. If we can catch it. Just in the distance there, it's the Ryanair service in from Gran Canaria. behind the Gran Canaria service. It's a Jet 2 737 in from Ibiza. It's operated by a 6-year-old airframe. First flight's February 2018. That's 6.5 years of age on that airframe. Gran Canaria service to London. It's dazzling the autofocus on the camera there. Maxes are fitted with very bright landing lights. It does seem to have a dazzling effect. And the camera does have a bit of a struggle focusing on the Maxes because of those lights. See if we can get a close up of that one, just turning off the taxi a little bit. Apologies for the heat days. Ryanair service in from Gran Canaria. They're just taxiing towards the passenger terminal there. And next, just turning on to final, it is the Jet 2 service in from Ibiza, and that's followed by the Ryanair training aircraft. So whilst we wait for that one to get a bit closer, just looking over on the DHL stand, the 777 in front of us there has just been loaded. The forward cargo door is just underneath the in between the H and the L there. That's just been closed up. There should be a 777 in late this afternoon, in from Bahrain or Delhi. Just have a look on the radar and catch that one. See what time that service is in. Should be within the hour, I think. Just a slight delay picking up from the departures at East Midlands. Around 16 minutes. It's the Aerologic 777 in from Dubai. So that one should be in around 50 minutes time. The 747 in from Baku is still scheduled. We'll have a look on the radar, see if we can find if that is an active service. It may not be because it doesn't have a scheduled arrival time. But the C17 is still scheduled for departure today, around 5:45, should I say. 4:40. So in around an hour and a half's time we should see that one start to vacate off its stand. Jet 2 service in from Ibiza, just touching down there. Ryanair training aircraft, not too far off in the distance. So, whilst that Jet 2 vacates off the runway, we'll just let it vacate. Again, another 737 retrofitted with the winglets. We'll just go back onto the C17 now. Well, its anti-collision lights just flashing away. Probably behave itself. There we go. Let's see if we can get a closer view on that. So in an hour and a half's time, we should see that one there. Being a bit more active. See ground personnel there. Just approaching. Looks like flight crew actually. Just disappearing off into the cabin area there. And the Ryanair service just conducting a missed approach. You can focus. So it's still flying runway heading, just practicing a missed approach into East Midlands Airport. Intends the heading for quite away as it's got to stay clear of the noise abatement areas here at East Midlands over Castle Donington. And just ahead of us now is the Chewy service to Takeoffs. It's operated by a 737-800, 12 years of age, delivered in January 2012. And turning on to final now, it's the Jet 2 service from Bodrum, operated by a 737-800. Delivered in January 2016, making the airframe 8 years old. So the Chewy service just ahead of us there, and taxiing now towards runway 27. We'll catch the arriving service in from Bodrum once it gets a bit closer. It's around 7 miles out now. And following that service from Bodrum, it's another Jet 2 service operated by a 12-year-old 737-800, delivered October 2011. That one's in from Santorini this afternoon. And that's probably about 5 minutes out. So the Bodrum service just come into view. It's a bit too far out to catch on the camera, so we'll let that one approach just a bit further. And hopefully in the next few minutes we'll see the National Police Service Vulcan Air depart as well. That's just pinned up on stand. So the Chewy service just holding short probably over runway 27, whilst that approaching Jet 2 service makes preparations for landing. It's about 30 seconds out of Kegworth now, and the Vulcan Air just turning onto the taxiway there, with the yellow wings just ahead of us. So next in will be the Jet 2 service, once we can get focused on it. Just at the top of the screen now. Just having a difficult time capturing with the autofocus because of the brightness in the cloud. And the distance as well from where that aircraft actually is. It's probably a couple of miles ahead of us. Yep, Kerry Taylor, thank you for joining us this afternoon. We'll just catch this Jet 2 service in from Bodrum, and then we'll have a look at that C17. We'll catch the service from Bodrum, the Chewy service now, so the Vulcan Air, and then we'll get back on that C17 and have a bit of a closer look. Looks like vacates. We'll pan over to the C-17. So it's like the Indian Air Force. We've been operating quite a few C-17 flights in and out this week. So get the detail on that tail there. Just a bit too dark for the camera to pick up. Hopefully we should get a bit more detail later on once it does start to taxi out. It's just hidden away behind that DHL 767 now. Again, that crew entrance before the aircraft. There does seem to be crew in and out of that infrequently. Nevertheless, we'll get back onto that in a few minutes. Up early now, it's the National Police Service Vulcan Air. Departing to the north. That one's usually out for a few hours, depending on where it's been called out to in the country. They operate quite a way out of that particular aircraft. And next to touchdown, it's the Jet 2 service going from Santorini. So there's the Chewy service in sorry, Jet 2 service vacates, the Chewy service has entered runway 27. And just waiting to take off clearance there. So that Ryanair training aircraft is just about to turn back onto final lane. So the Chewy should be out in the next few seconds. Yeah, just started its takeoff roll there. Ryanair training aircraft just in distance there, just above the horizon. And next behind that Ryanair training aircraft is a Jet 2 service, sorry, not Jet 2 service, Chewy service, operated on behalf of Chewy by Fly 4. That's in from Zakynthos this afternoon, operated by a 737. And that Ryanair training aircraft is coming to a full stop on runway 27 now. Doesn't look like the end of that campaign this afternoon, but we'll see if it comes out later on. They usually do 5 or 6 touch and goes. The last one was a missed approach, just a training missed approach. That seems to be it for that particular training session this afternoon. So next in on finals, it's the Fly 4 service and from Zakynthos this afternoon. That's operated by a 13-year-old airframe. Just away from the distance. We'll have a look back on the C17 there. Let's work that for that one to get a bit closer. So it does look like the crew of that one are preparing the aircraft to depart in about 90 minutes time. There's a flurry of activity down there, various crew members just in and out of that rear access door, sorry, not rear access, forward access door. Just approaching the threshold for runway 27 now. It's the Chewy service in from Zakynthos. Slight wobble on there from the Fly 4 737. And about 5 minutes out now, it's the Ryanair service in from Limoges. That's operated by let's find the waiting for that one. A 13-year-old airframe delivered to Ryanair back in 2010. It's Fly 4 there. So that Ryanair is about 5 minutes out now. We'll catch that one as it's turning on to finals. There was looked like a Spitfire out earlier. Let's see if that one's picking up on radar. Yeah, it's actually the Spitfire you can see in the distance here. So it looks like that one is on approaching to East Midlands as well. See if we can pick that up on the camera. It's just hide in the control tower. Just wait for it to come into shot. Just a bit there. Making its approach into East Midlands. So this did depart just before we started the stream, so it didn't manage to catch it. Hopefully we'll catch its arrival and landing here this afternoon. Noise in the foreground there is just the JCB helicopter starting up. So we'll stick with the Spitfire, catch that and departing out in a couple of minutes. The Spitfire just cleared enough for my 271. Quick shot out Jason the aircraft starting down there as well. get back into where that is. So next service to arrive, it's the Ryanair service on Fulham Road. Just about to touch down in about 30 seconds. Quickly pattern to the arriving 737. Service in Fulham Road, so just touched again. Back over that side. Impact on the standing. Going by JCB. Helicopter in front of us is a 2006 Sikorsky S76C. To arrive here this morning this afternoon. It's another tube service operated by Flythought from Tenerife. JCBs, of course, he's just touching down to the runway there. Sikorsky just turned on to hull short of runway 27, and that Flyforce should just be taxiing behind it there. The Sikorsky should be up relatively quickly once it has its takeoff clearance. We'll see which direction that departs towards. So it does look like the Ryanair training aircraft is back out again. Just a quick stop here at East Midlands. Literally taxied in, taxied around the airport and is back down at the end of runway 27 now, waiting to enter and depart. It does look like there's a Cessna 152 on the runway at the minute though, which is what the Sikorsky in front of us may be waiting for. It's just out of shot so we can't see it. Just there's a dip in the runway. It's just below that, so we just can't see that. We may be able to just above the Sikorsky blades there. So that 152 just on its takeoff roll there. You see how well this one handles the wind, see if it's calmed down now. Being pushed sideways quite a lot. It's a relatively slow takeoff there. A lot of headwind. Very rocky as well forward. Relatively slow climb out there for 152. Been buffed just quite a lot by the wind. It's still quite strong here at East Midlands. Although nothing's having trouble taking up our landing. But these smaller aircraft, especially the 152s, we've seen 2 or 3 of them so far today on the training school. Definitely taking a bunch of that wind on their climb outs. Hopefully we should see the JCB Sikorsky out next. Not quite sure who's on board that one, or its destination. Doesn't seem to be big enough yet. And thanks to everybody who's joined us this afternoon. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for watching. Do consider subscribing. We're regulars down here at East Midlands Airport, so we try and put a stream on a week or more if we can. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And just John, thank you very much for the heads up on that Learjet. We'll try and catch that one. Just about see it in the distance. Just a bit too far out for the camera to focus on, so we'll wait till that gets a bit nearer. So that's Sikorsky and the Ryanair 737 there, the training aircraft waiting on that arrival of the Learjet. Just coming into view now. There's also the Eastern Airways ATR just ahead of that 737. Off down to Southampton this afternoon. Up at the Learjet, inbound now, just about to touch down. See where that one taxis off to. I think they still have the signature porter cabin. It's not a very sophisticated arrival entrance in the on the apron down there. But I think it still has a porter cabin for the signature private arrivals and departures. So now we should taxi off and head straight off down there. Sikorsky just entering 27 now, so that Learjet exits. Just get a side-on shot of that Learjet whilst it's still in view. Taxiing straight down towards the signature area there. And the Sikorsky next to depart. It does look like it's the eastern service down to Southampton. Let's take off rolling. And the Ryanair service just holding short runway 27, waiting to see you turn on now. Just holding short there. Arriving Cessna 152. Just about to touch down. Now just turning into 27 now. And just behind the training aircraft there, on our training aircraft, it's the servicing from Dublin, Ryanair servicing from Dublin. That's operated by a 14-year-old airframe, delivered in March 2010. And it's about 3 minutes out now, just approaching the easterly side of Cape Bluff. So hopefully we should see that training aircraft start its takeoff roll. Should be a relatively quick takeoff. Some slight buffeting by the window. Servicing is just in the distance. So it's just to get it to focus. Servicing from Dublin, just touching down there on 27. And just ahead of the Ryanair 737 there, servicing from Dublin. Next out is the Jet2 service to Tenerife. followed by Chewy service to Bogardi, which is operated by a 737 MAX. So Jet 2 service to Tenerife, just to now to runway 27 now. Service to Bogardi, just waited to turn out to runway 27. Chewy just waiting for the Ryanair training aircraft to either land or perform its next touch and go. Slight bounce there from the Ryanair. And straight back up again. Now landing from runway 27. And also picking up on stand is the Jet 2 service to Dalaman. It's operated by a 20-year-old 737. Should see that emerge into the taxi in the next few minutes. Let's take off roll next to Chewy. Jet 2 service to Dalaman. Just turn it on to taxiway there. Islands Road to runway 27. Thanks for your comments in the chat this afternoon. And yes, it does look like that 777 is inbound. About 5 minutes out now. Service in from Dubai. It's operated by Aerologic with a 13-year-old airframe. Delivered in November 2010. It's probably more than 14 years old now. First to note is that Ryanair training aircraft. Just about to turn on to final. So we should see that on land. And then the Jet 2 service to Dalaman departs. Maybe not in time before the 777 arrives. But we'll see the sequence of departures and arrivals on those two. Jet 2 just disappearing behind the deck track. Ryanair service just above. Well, not Ryanair service, Ryanair trailing aircraft. Seems like Ryanair's got another touch and go planned. First turn out to 27. So we'll see that one out first before the 777 arrives. 777 just on final now. 777 just in shot. So that's the aerologic service in from Dubai. Should vacate once it comes onto the DHL stuff now. Close-up shot there. So flight time on that service in from DHL, the aerologic service, is around 7 hours. And the flight time on that. Just watch this one to start. The next one's in the next aircraft to arrive, the DHL training aircraft. So I'll stick on the aerologic for the time being, whilst that locates itself onto stand. just disappearing in that 767. Tail of that C17 just in the background. The 777 comes to a stop there. So unfortunately, lots the majority of that view of the C17 now. But next 30 minutes or so, we should see that one become a bit more active. It's just around 4:40. So in the next 40 minutes. It's Ryanair training aircraft there, just about to run ahead. So picking up now, it's the RVL Beach King, just heading towards trying to taxi down towards 27 there. C17 pinging up on radar, so that one is active at the minute. So that's Beach King taxied down to C7. Just have a look at the aerologic that's arrived in from Dubai. See the rear cargo door just being opened up. And the anti-collision beacon on C17 just flashing already in the background. So it does look like the next few services are delayed. The tube service from Corfu due at 4:20 is delayed by about an hour. Now due at 5:30. Next aircraft in to land is the Ryanair training aircraft. Now we'll just stick on the aerologic and watch some of that cargo being loaded. got the Ryanair service in from Dublin. Here's at 10 minutes out, so it's due at 4:15. Sorry, departure to Dublin is due out at 4:15. So that should be picking up in the next few minutes. We'll catch that one departing. There's only a 20-minute delay on the departures here at East Midlands. Following the Ryanair service, the Jet2 service to Kos is due out at 4:30. 20-minute delay on that one. It was due out at 4:10. But following services after Ryanair, service to Wales, Ryanair service to Alicante, and Jet2 services to Indian Air Force and Boeing. Beach King just entering the 27 now. And pinging up on the radar is the Ryanair service to Future Insurer. It's operated by the same 737 MAX that we saw arriving earlier. And the Smartlinks just also pinging up on radar the A321. Just on this takeoff roller. So next to depart, it's the Ryanair service to future insurer. And just turning on this final note, it's the Ryanair trading aircraft. We'll stick with the aerologic until that one comes into view. Hopefully we'll catch the SmartLynx A321 as well. It's just behind the hangars, behind the aerologic 777. So hopefully that one should emerge anytime soon. Next in now, it's the Ryanair training aircraft. Straight back out to the end for the Ryanair. The C17 is now on the move. Departing, heading down towards runway 27 now. Departing on runway 27. Let's get close to the engines where we can with the Glowmaster. Ryanair service to future ensure they're just tapped in onto 27 now. catch that Ryanair says just as it's on its takeoff roll. Smartlinks A321 just entering the taxiway there behind the C17. We'll stick on these two taxi aircraft for time being. The next aircraft in is the Ryanair training aircraft. Training on the go around anyway. The Globemaster is next to depart. On 279, the C17. The Indian Air Force C17 now, taking off from runway 27 at East Midlands Airport. And yeah, C17, back on the Aerologic, where all that cargo is now being taken off through the rear cargo doors. The Smartlinks A321 is next to depart, just lining up on runway 27 now. Smartlinks A321 departing now. And again, that Ryanair training aircraft is just turning on to final. We'll stick on the Aerologic for the time being whilst that approaches. Next departing aircraft is the two services picking up actually. Ryanair service to Faro. It's operated by a 17-year-old airframe delivered in 2006. And the Ryanair service to Alicante, operated by a 737, 13 years of age, delivered in December 2010. So next aircraft to land is the Ryanair training aircraft, and just taxiing it now, it is the Ryanair service to Alicante. And the next 10 minutes or so we should see a few more aircraft emerging onto the taxiway. But the last services we'll catch today are probably the Jet2 services due out at 4:40 to Naples and Rhodes. So those services are due out in the next 15 minutes or so, but we should see them emerge into the taxiway just a bit sooner. And that Ryanair training aircraft now coming to a full stop and taxiing off runway 27, or vacating runway 27. If you're new to the stream this afternoon, thank you very much for joining us from East Midlands Airport. We're Live Flight Action. We regularly stream from East Midlands. We try our best to regularly stream from East Midlands as time permits. If you are new this afternoon, please do consider subscribing. It does help the channel out a great deal. We've done quite well over the past few weeks with our live streams, and we hope to bring you a lot more content. We did a live stream from Manchester Airport a few weeks ago. If you did miss that, do go back through the channel and have a look. And if you're interested in a few highlights from today's channel, live stream on today's channel, we did see the Spitfire land around an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago. So do go back through the stream and have a look for that. The Aerologic, just on the DHL Air Premier, landed in from Dubai just a short while ago. And we've been watching the Ryanair training aircraft, the 737, just in front of us, taxiing down the taxiway there. Been practicing touch and goes and missed approaches for the majority of this stream. But next service out is the Ryanair service to Alicante, and the Ryanair service to Faro is just emerging from the apron now. We should see that one on the taxiway in the next few seconds. There we go, just ahead of the training aircraft there. So service to Faro, just emerging onto the taxiway there, and just turning onto the runway now, to the left of the screen, is the Ryanair service to Alicante. So there are two Jet 2 services to Rhodes and Naples due out around the same time. So we'll stay and catch those services depart, and then that will be the end of. So apologies if there's any sound loss from us there. The receiver for the microphones unfortunately died, but we should be back online now. It did die just while we were talking about today's stream. The next two services out to next two Jet 2 services out to Naples and Rhodes will be the last ones on today's stream. Both services due out in the next 10 minutes or so. So if you're new to watching live flight action down here at East Midlands Airport, thank you very much for joining us today, and do consider subscribing for a lot more content. If you missed our live stream a few weeks ago from Manchester Airport, do go back through the channel and give that one a look. And also our previous streams from East Midlands Airport. There's quite a few we've done over the past few weeks, just trying to build the channel up. But if you are interested, do definitely go back and have a look. So the aircraft in the runway that has just disappeared from radar, but it should ping up anytime soon. Do you have the Jet 2 service to Kos? Just about to emerge onto the taxiway. And the Chewy service to Rhodes, operated by Fly4, has also just pinged up on radar. So the Ryanair aircraft waiting on 279. It's just taken a while to get clearance. There is a runway inspection in place just after the loadmaster departed. Ops team just vacating. We should see the Ryanair depart in the next few seconds once the all clear is given. So just a slight change to those Jet 2 scheduled services then. We will end the stream on the Jet 2 service to Kos and the Chewy service to Rhodes. Both just about to taxi out. The Jet 2 service to Kos just slightly ahead of the Chewy service. But we'll be finishing the stream in about 10 minutes. Ryanair service to roads departing. So yeah, back in focus. The next aircraft to depart is the Jet 2 service to Kos. And the Chewy service to Rhodes, just approaching the threshold for runway 27 behind the Jet 2 73. Thank you to everybody who's joined the stream today and joined in with the chat. Even though it's a relatively small chat, thank you very much for contributing and sharing information on the aircraft in today's stream. It's greatly appreciated. We do see all the messages, but apologies if there's any delay in responding to them. Last aircraft to depart on today's stream is the Flyforce service operating on behalf of Chewy, departing out to Rhodes. It's operated by a 13-year-old airframe, delivered in 2011, January 2011. Okay, we'll leave you on a departing shot of the Aerologic that came in early from Dubai. Thank you very much, everybody who's joined the stream today. Thank you very much for all your comments as well and sharing information. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. And to all your returning subscribers, thank you very much for joining in today's stream. We'll put details up with the next stream on the channel. It's a bit of an impromptu stream today with the C17 departure, but thank you for joining nevertheless. And thank you again for all your support. We'll see you again. Thank you very much.